Hi, myRockworld fans. We have an exclusive interview with Leslie Mandoki, the legendary and successful producer, which worked for lots of great artists like Phil Collins, Ian Anderson, Lionel Richie, Steve Lukather, and many, many more. And he has his great Soulmates project, which combines lots of great musicians, and they have released a lot of CDs. So he's not just a producer, he's also a very good and awesome musician, a great drummer. So welcome, dear Leslie Mandoki.
Thank you for being here.
The first question, what are the future plans? What is with another Soulmates album, or do you have any other projects you can tell us about?
For Soulmates now is a great moment of time. We have a 20th anniversary this year, so we play a lot of gigs. Shanghai to Sao Paulo, from Tokyo to Los Angeles, and recently, mid of February, we played a great anniversary concert in Be the Best, and I was very pleased that almost everyone, part of Ian Anderson and Steve Lukather, was there. So we had Bobby Kimball there of Toto. We had Chris Thompson from Manfred Mann. We had legendary Greg Lake of Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Nick Van Eed of Cutting Crew. We had Peter Maffei there, which is I was very happy for my dear friend Chaka Khan, the only girl in the boy band. And obviously we had great at this moment on guitar with Ali Mola. Jack Bruce was there from Cream, and Bill Evans was on tenor and soprano saxophone. John Hannibal Supertramp was on alto saxophone, and clarinet and tenor, and Randy Brecker was on flugelhorn and trumpet. So we had a really great fun. It was good doing it.
This was the concert for your 60th birthday.
More the 20th of anniversary. Soulmates. But this
but
album.
You can say you look like 50. So.
Now the album, the DVD, and the album is going to come out.
This is our question. The concert was recorded, and you plan to release it as a live album on DVD, Blu-ray, and also on CD.
CDs, yeah.
Okay. When does it?
And I'm not planning to release a cassette, but part of that we are going to release in every format, even a vinyl. So
even the vinyl, which is great to know for us myRockworld fans, because we have a lot of vinyl fans.
So it's kind of end of September, beginning of October again. We're gonna hit the road with it.
And the CD and DVD comes out in 2013.
Yeah. Kind of October-ish will be.
Okay.
On the
you produce so much different artists. What is the way of getting involved to all these musician projects?
I think it's the
mutual way.
This is the mutual values about idealism and craftsmanship and friendship. So that's what it's all about. We are burning for the same kind of music, and we all became musicians back as we were children, because we wanted to change the world with music. So, and that's what we do.
This is a cool answer. Do you have an individual favorite Soulmates album? Because you released, I think, 10 or 9?
Well, out of the 9, are my favorites the 9. So, I mean, 1 to 9. I mean, all 9. Because I always had the privilege that not to release an album, but was not my favorite. So I love all of them. So we just got, every and each was the right and right time.
So there's no album you can't hear anymore. So you really like it all.
And when new concerts are coming up, and putting together the set list is always a great fun to do so.
What is, as you said, the Soulmates do go on tour again to 2013. Who will be involved as, let's say, the great stars, which you combine, which is your great passion to combine all these great musicians? Who will be the stars 2013 with Leslie Mandoki?
Well, we have always a lot of different folks with our 18 Soulmates, whoever is feeling like in Budapest. We had almost everyone on stage, part of Ian and Luke, and some other days, like at the O2 World in Berlin, we had total different lineup because it was rather most of the stuff was sung by Chris Thompson and myself, and but we had Steve Lukather and Al Di Meola on guitars, and Randy Brecker and Will Evans and John Honeywell and Victor Bailey on bass. So it's always a it's a great moment to share the stage with legendary icons who are really so idealistic about music as myself.
Tell us about, because you had them all in your soulmates in my thinking, but if you can choose one which you don't have in the group, which one would it be?
I think then it would be Sting.
Okay.
Because he's one of he's a musician of the century, so he's really someone really absolutely.
You tried to call him?
No, well, we met a couple of times briefly, so, but actually not, because he's a writer and one of the most blessed geniuses of our times as a writer and a producer and a center leader himself. So, although Soulmates is just a band of the band leaders, so most of them are. So this is one of the many secrets why it is like it is.
Besides the Soulmates, which is your own band project, you do a lot of producing of great other artists. And what are future projects you can tell us about?
Oh, well, it's always, we do a lot of interesting, challenging things for movies and TV shows, and we're creating really big shows recently for Shanghai with a classical approach with Lang Lang, and last week David Garrett and myself, we were recording here a couple of new tunes, so just doing it. And every day recording new and fresh music and writing it for all these great shows and films and artists, and it's good doing it.
What do you think about music and what's going out in the world in general, in your thing?
Oh, well, it's a kind of complex question about
it's a complex question.
What are we up to? And I think the idealism and the social relevance of the music, rock music, is so obvious in our days, because actually the world that we were building as we were young sort of falls apart, and because our America is vanishing in a big way. I escaped communism because I didn't want to have any control of my communications, my data, and nothing else. And now we learned that Barack Obama was bullshitting us the whole time, and we learned that the English were bullshitting us the whole time. So, and also the Bundesnachrichten did. So the Germans were bullshitting us all the whole time, because everybody was agreeing that Orwell world, and we just we were against Orwell. Yeah, that's what made us to be who we are. We went on the street and don't make us as a transparent.
Maybe writing a song about that.
So this is kind of the world that we were up to, and we were children as Woodstock was great, and
have you been there?
No, but we grew up with that idea to the unlimited individual freedom, right. and Barack Obama was promising us Guantanamo is gonna be closed, and then he got reelected, and he promised again, and still, and I grew up in during the communism, and I was very idealistic about to change the world, and I think we should re-wake our idealism and change the world again, because as a serious wake-up call, what's happening. Also, that the financial industry, what they call themselves, which has nothing to do with any industry, is just betting on the fall of companies, of nations, and privatizing the profit and socializing the loss. the depth. So it's just many things are going wrong at the very moment, and I think rock music is as relevant as it was the end of 60s.
I think so. Yeah, you're right. So last question: do you have any tip for musicians, for new musicians? Because, as you know, the music business has changed a lot. What is your secret being successful, and what is your tip for new musicians to get successful? What should they do?
Very simple. I think you should be honest to yourself, and you should secure your middle, and you go in your way, and show who you are and what I'm expressing. And if you are honest and truthful and authentic, and you go your way, and you try to, whenever you bump into others, just try to be fair and straight, and I think you should live your dreams and not dream your life. This is all about.
This is a good last word. Thank you very much, Leslie Mandoki. We wish you all the best for the future, and we hope to see you soon live in concert with the Soulmates.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.